I remember way back when. Cause I'm crazy. Some things are crazy. I'm crazy. All the food. I don't know the words. Hi, Alfred. Hi, RJ. Welcome. Welcome to the world's fourth greatest news broadcast. Paul's in here. I got all the heavy hitters coming in early. I don't know what to do. I got all the big shots in here today. What's poppin', everybody? What's the deal? Hi, Tammany. What's the deal? What's cracking? What's cracking, everybody? It's cold out. If I do this today, I'm not wiping boogers. I'm just trying to see if my mustache is still there. Look at my nose, it's already red. Oh, Vinny G, we got a superstar in here. Look at this, guys. Streaming with Vinny G. You guys can check his show. I go all the time. Check his show. Make sure you like, leave a comment, ring the bell, do the whole 9 yards. Pretty soon he's going to be selling merch. Streaming with Vinny. What's poppin', Jason? How are you? I'm just waiting for 10 seconds. It says I have one person in here. I think I got more than that. It says one. My counter's not working today. But my watch is working. My dope ass watch is working, so it says I got 1 minute left. I'm not going on until I'm a big shot. Big shot doesn't go on until curtain call. If I go on now, I might be ripping off somebody an extra minute of valuable Boogie Bob time. I'm being stupid again. I'm being stupid. What's the deal, son? RJ's in his house. What's cracking? It looks like it's just going to be the 12 of us today. Just the 12 of us. We can make it if we try. Just the 12 of us. As long as Rev don't come in. I'm hoping Rev's not here today. I don't think he is. I can't tell. But, oh, there he is. Shit, Rev is here. Oh, boy. Hey, Rev. What's up, Playboy? Hi, Jamie. How you living? How are you? Yeah, I darkened it up a little bit. I might have went a little too dark. It really sucks because the younger part of my life, I couldn't grow a beard. And then I grow a beard, and now it's all great. Look at my hair, guys. Look at this hair. I got good dark brown hair. It's hanging in there pretty good. And a little touch of gray here and there, but I'm brown, bro. I got the black hair. Why the hell do I got a gray beard? I look crazy with a gray beard. Ouch. What's poppin', Brooklyn? Everybody ready to go? Jamie Vogel's here, so I think it's time to start the show. What's poppin'? Here's my thumbnail. This is a pretty sad story. Killers are getting younger. This guy's 13 years old. What do you do with a 13-year-old killer? He's locked up till he's 18 at least. Does he go longer? Hi, Tova. Good morning. Good afternoon. Ambrose, what's poppin'? I don't know. Bust of a 13-year-old slave stuns the judge. A student victim mom demands justice. He killed a fellow student. This is insane. Look at this. These guys are just chilling on a couch. These are migrants. Okay? Migrant chaos in Midtown. So I promise you, it's not luxury living when these migrants come off the bus at the Port Authority. Not like they're putting them up at the Trump Tower. But it must be bad because about 100 have left the Bronx shelter and set up camp on 57th Street. You know where 57th Street is? It's one of the main thoroughfares in New York City. All those classy Louis Vuitton stores. And look at, he's just chilling. He's like, I'm on 57th Street. Everybody else is back home in a bunker. It would actually be pretty nice to live on 57th Street in the summer. Winter is no picnic. Guys, I have not done a march yet. I've been going through a lot the last week or so, but look at this. Tyree Nichols. They've had some pretty hardcore marches out here. With George Floyd, I did over 100 marches. I think I got maybe 50 videos where I was marching with Black Lives Matter and George Floyd's grandma, and anybody that would march, I'd be right there because I think it's important. But there's a powder keg going on. This here was in Times Square. I don't know where I was. I wasn't there. Between working and the new channel and the stress and I just haven't had a chance to do much. So I would love to march for Tyree and his family and every Tyree out there. Another Tennessee officer is relieved of duty after Nichols' death. I talked about this yesterday. That was a Boogie Bob exclusive. My friend Kyle, a black man, Kyle, called me up 3 days ago after watching the video and crying. The next day he says, Bob, there's a white officer involved and not one news outlet has covered it. Not one. I said, that's crazy. That's false. Of course they're going to cover it. He was right. Not one news. None of you yesterday when I mentioned that there was a white cop involved even knew about it. He was the guy, if you look in and see the guy tasering him, there's a white hand, whiter than mine. Well, they got him now. He hasn't been fired. He's been relieved of duty until the investigation. There was 2 scenes. There was a scene where they pulled him over, tased him and sprayed him and maced and stuff, and he ran away. The second scene is where he was murdered. So maybe the people from the first scene, including the white officer, are not as relevant in the death as the second scene. They fired 2 EMS workers who got to the scene and sat there for 16 minutes without rendering aid. The guy has been beaten to death. He's still alive. He's moving. He's got a concussion. He's got trauma. And the guys just sat there and chilled. Now, I don't know much about EMS. Our dear Rev was an EMS first responder for like 16 years. God bless you, brother. That's a very noble profession. I don't know anything about what you're supposed to do, but they're getting fired for not rendering aid. So there's also a couple sheriffs in trouble as well. Brooklyn woman is charged in dad's brutal murder. I think this is the one I brought you. There will be plenty of lawsuits. Memphis will be paying for this for 50 years. There will be plenty of lawsuits. When the district attorney's up there going, these cops need to rot in hell, it's pretty bad. Brooklyn woman charged in dad's brutal murder, her own dad. A Brooklyn woman accused of brutally murdering her father and stabbing her kid's sister has faced the ultimatum from her dad to leave the family home in 30 days, and her relatives were seeking a restraining order against her when she stabbed him. Nikki Secondino, 22, confessed to bludgeoning her father with a hammer and stabbing him until he died. She nearly killed her younger sister as well. I covered this story when it happened. How horrible is that dysfunction? That's horrible. Horrible. Shock over young suspect. By the way, I've got the Daily News today. I don't care for the Daily News. The politics align with mine more, but the stories are crap. It's not good stuff. His name is Naheem Wright. Naheem Wright is the victim. He died a day after being stabbed in a Brooklyn parking lot. So one of the things that changed my life when I was younger, I was running with a pretty tough gang. My Filipino friends I grew up with, the Bahala Na gang, these were my dear friends. Best friends. My best friend Ronnie, there was 5 of the brothers. Ronnie, Tony, Ramel, Ramil, and Ramon. And one night we were going to go to a party to the next town over. I scored Tony an ounce of weed. I scored Ronnie an ounce of weed. Got him the weed, came back to the house, sitting at the table, we're all smoking weed and stuff. And Ronnie's talking in Tagalog, that's Filipino, to his brothers around me. And I'm their best friend. I lived with them. And I could tell it was about me. He was angry. I don't know, I don't speak Tagalog, so I don't know what the hell he's saying. Apparently, instead of 28 grams, the bag I bought him was 27 grams, $10 light. He was pissed. Blaming me. I would never do that to my friends, ever. Turns out the bag fell in the car, and the dime, the extra bud, was on the floorboard of the passenger side. They found it. But Ronnie was so mad at me, he wouldn't let me go to the party with them. So I didn't go to the party with them. The next day, I went to their house and found out that Ronnie, Jr., Morris Kirsting, Bungal, and one other who I can't remember, all 5 arrested for murder. All 5 went to that party. They got into a beef with a Vallejo. We're Fairfield, they're Vallejo. Got in a beef with a Vallejo football player. One of the 5 reached into the car and stabbed the kid to death. And they were all 5 tried separately. And all 5 were found guilty of first-degree murder, felony murder with a weapon, this poor pigeon. Oh, that's the one with the messed up leg. He's looking for Joe. Ronnie just got out. This happened in 1982. Ronnie got out like a couple months ago. 1982 to 2022. 40 years in prison. And I thank God every day that I was not in that car or with them at that party. God was looking out for me. I straightened out my life. I still did a lot of really stupid stuff after that, but I've always looked back on that as a turning point in my life. And I've thanked the Lord a million times. I'm thanking right now, God, thank you so much for placing your hands around me and not letting me go to that party. I wanted to go to the party. I'd have been in prison for 40 years. And y'all wouldn't have had the Boogie Bob show. I'd have tattoos or I'd be someone's bitch. One of the two. I don't know which one. By the way, I'm 60. I have no tattoos. Never smoked a cigarette. Never drank a cup of coffee. I think I'm going to start smoking and drinking coffee. I don't know. Here's the guys. So one little decision can definitely change your life forever. Here they are. Look at them. They got their own tent city chilling right there. They're just chilling on 57th Street. They got sleeping bags and they're just chilling. It must be rough. There's no one no one's going to hire them. Where are they going to eat? They're probably asking for food. Asylum seekers, main photo above, camped outside of the oh boy, the Watson Hotel. That's not 57 this way. That's 57 that way. For about 2 years, I stayed at the Watson every single Monday to do paperwork and to holler at my shorties. Watson Hotel, I love that hotel. It's on West 57th. Alberto Rodriguez, Venezuela migrant, said outside the new facility in Red Hook, the conditions were fine, but very chilly at night. They didn't want to stay in Red Hook. All right. I'm just going through the motions. It's too cold out here. Don COVID jabs Ron. So Donald Trump, he's out on the trail again. He's out there. When Donald Trump comes around, you can say what you want about Donald Trump. I don't care for the man. I knew the man 30 years before politics. I served the man in my bathroom 3 times and never gave me nothing. I babysit his kids. Little Don Jr. and Eric and what's her damn name? Tiffany wasn't around yet. Ivanka. They were little kids at Planet Hollywood crawling all over Sylvester Stallone's motorcycle. I babysit those kids for an hour. He didn't even say thank you. Douchebag. Anyways, the one thing you don't want with him is a war of words, because he'll win. Because he has no bottom. He'll go as deep as anyone. He'll talk about your grandma. He said that Ted Cruz's dad assassinated Lee Harvey John F. Kennedy. He was with Lee Harvey Oswald. Then he told Ted Cruz's wife Heidi was ugly. He don't care. He'll go there with you. Well, now he set his sights on who? Joe Biden? Ron DeSantis. Because Ron DeSantis is beating him in every single poll as the next GOP candidate for president. Ron DeSantis has been his new victim, his new punching bag. I saw him yesterday. I got him elected. He'd be working at McDonald's if it wasn't for me. I got him elected, and now everything's fine. But now I find out he wants to run against me. That's very disloyal. He's a very disloyal human being. Trust me, he's gonna. Last year, oh, he's great. He's the man. This year, he's crap. Trump will have his way with him. You ain't ready for a war with Trump because he'll go there with you. I'll be nice to ethnic probers, says Santos. What is this GOP like if they're going to hire Santos as the guy who said his mom and them died, grandma died in the Holocaust, his mom died at 9/11. He hates drag queens, yet he's a drag queen. He's got a thing against gays. He's gay. He stole from all his roommates. He's going to end up in prison, but we'll see what happens. I don't know. I can't keep going on about this guy. I can't. Giuliani. That's just it. Giuliani is a creep. I don't think that's appropriate to be in a newspaper like that. I agree, but I don't think you should put that in the newspaper. This just it. Giuliani's a creep. Extra, extra. Read all about it. Giuliani is a creep. I don't think that's very good. Hey, if you guys want to check out Giuliani on my channel, the night of I just put it up on my new channel. The channel you're watching right now, tell all your friends Boogie Bob's got a new channel. The Michael Jackson video, the very beginning. First of all, I shake hands with a billionaire. What's his face? Michael Bloomberg. He was running for mayor, walking through Times Square when I'm getting ready to do the whole Michael Jackson video. At 3 o'clock in the morning, this guy's out there walking, trying to get them last bit of votes. It was him, Curtis Lewa, and Giuliani. I did not shake hands with Giuliani, although I did shout him out on my channel. Two more sought in shot a Brooklyn electrician. A suspect charged with murder for the September shooting death of a Brooklyn electrician did not pull the trigger, but played a key role in the planning and post-killing cleanup. They always say, bro, if you're in a car at a bank robbery and you stay in the car and the other guy robs the bank, you're still involved. You plan the shooting, you're just as guilty. Sometimes you do more time than the shooter because they get you for conspiracy and other things. Shamar Wilshire, 22, is charged with murder and conspiracy in the September 14th slaying of Ronald Ortiz, who was shot in point-blank range as he took his lunch break outside of a Boulevard houses in East New York. Very, very, very sad. By the way, if you guys got Netflix, you want to Netflix and chill, I just watched the Netflix special with Pam Anderson. Oh my God, I cried like 6 times. Of course, you know she's my fiance. We've talked about it on the channel. You saw me propose. She did not say no. She's been married like 8 times. I don't think 9 would be that big a deal. Who would buy? She would never stay with me. She marries him and leaves him. She gets bored easy. So yeah, she was married. I don't know how many times. I think she married Kelly Slater twice. She married Tommy Lee. She married Kid Rock. She married her last one. She just divorced like a couple months ago. I think it had something to do with me. He was a guy who came to do construction at her house. Anyways, it's a remarkable thing. It's called Pamela. It's trending #1 on Netflix right now. She decided to do this video with no makeup. None. Guys, she's 55 years old. And, she's been this pin-up girl. You have your facade of who she is or what she is. She's not that. Yeah, she's gorgeous and body's crazy. And you know her from Baywatch and Barbed Wire and some of those things. But she's much more than that. I've always liked her for her heart. Her whole life is dedicated to animals and children. And I just find her to be fascinating, and I love her. I love her. If anybody has her phone number, please, I'd like to get it. RJ, can you post her phone number up for me, please? Blaze in the Bronx leaves 4 homeless. That's horrific. The Virginia school reopens after the shooting of the teacher from the 6-year-old. How horrible is that? 6-year-old kid goes to school, pulls out a gun and shoots the teacher, almost kills her. She is alive, she is well, and the school has now reopened. Classes resumed Monday at Virginia Elementary School, where police say a 6-year-old student intentionally shot a teacher on January 6th. A lot of things happen on January 6th, don't they? I'm not going to I can't do the Russia thing today. I can't with the Ukraine. I will say I send all my love and my admiration for the men, women, and children of Russia. Staten Island crash driver swerving in and out of traffic. I tell you, this is the worst piece of crap paper. It's $3. The Post is only $2. In the Post, I'll have 50 stories. Here I got 7. 7 stories. I got to read you, hey, the taxi commission is going to raise rates again. That's the kind of crap I got to do here. By the way, don't forget I got the new merch, the Boogie Bob Be Kind hats. I'm going to be, can't buy them. I'm giving them away. The first one's going to Rev. Rev, I've been working every day. I'll get you that in the mail ASAP. I promise. I only lie when I lie about the lies I'm lying about. That's the only time I lie. Well, I lied right then. But when I'm not lying about lies I lied about, I'm telling the truth about lies I lied about. Very, 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 very sad news. I am so sorry to hear. I'm really happy that they gave her this much ink. It's Cindy Williams. Samil, Samazel, Haas and Pepper Incorporated. We're gonna do it my way, yes, my way. Make our dreams come true. We'll do it my way, my way. Make our dreams come true. Some of you right now go, who the hell is he talking about? That's Shirley from Laverne and Shirley. I met Laverne, and of course I was friends with Laverne's brother, Gary Marshall, but I've never met Shirley. And I saw her at a party once. We had a huge party for 200 stars from TV Guide at Planet Hollywood. It was wonderful. I saw her across the room. I never said hi to her. I don't count. If I didn't say hi or slap you on the back or shake your hand, I didn't meet you. Didn't meet her. Cindy Williams, the beautiful, very, very funny, quick. She was the straight man to Laverne. It's very hard to play the straight man because usually the crazy one gets all the laughs. The straight man is the one that sets up the laughs, and they have to be the most dynamic of the two. That goes back to Laurel and Hardy and all those other groups. Abbott and Costello. Actress Cindy Williams, who played the bubbly, optimistic sidekick, Penny Marshall's edgier Laverne in the 1970s and 80s sitcom Laverne and Shirley, has died at the age of 75. From what I know, she had a very brief illness. I don't know what it was. The passing of our kind, hilarious mother, Cindy Williams, has brought us insurmountable sadness that can never be truly expressed. The children, Zach and Emily Hudson, said in a statement, knowing and loving her as long as our joy and privilege allowed, she was one of a kind, beautiful, generous, and possessed a brilliant sense of humor and a glittering spirit that everyone loved. God bless her. Ooh, I did not know this. I did not know this. Here's a Boogie Bob exclusive. It's very sad. This is Wednesday. Remember Wednesday from the Addams Family? They have a new reboot on I think it's Netflix, but Wednesday Addams, Lisa Loring, has passed away at 64. Little tiny Wednesday Addams. Lisa Loring, the former child star who portrayed Wednesday on the original The Addams Family series, has died at the age of 64. The actress suffered a massive stroke brought on by smoking and high blood pressure. I'm going to be doing a Boogie Bob Says Please Quit Smoking campaign again. I know some of you smoke. I'm not a square. Smoke, it's your business. It will kill you early. My dad smoked like 4 or 5 packs a day when he was 12. My dad went into the Navy when he was like 13, bro. Then he left the Navy and joined the Air Force. He retired from the Air Force. My dad was in Korea as a sailor at like 14. How crazy is that? Anyways, he quit smoking. Quit smoking and drinking and he died at 62. Hey, how you feeling, man? It's good to see you, man. Thank you, player. Died early. My dad would have died many, many years ago. I've had so many friends who have passed because of the smoking. The smoking is a really tough one. Also, my dear friend who I grew up my whole life just died a couple days ago from alcoholism. He drank and drank and drank. His brother, who's my other dear friend, had to find him dead. He was he attacked me verbally, I don't know, a couple years ago. There was a shooting at a school, and I said, guys, on Facebook, guys, let's please leave the guns alone. He started attacking me. I didn't realize he was a raging alcoholic at this time. I hadn't talked to him, and some of you saw the memorial for my dear friend Leslie, who died, and I went to light a candle for her at the church. And that brought us back together, because I called him and I said, is there anything? I hadn't talked to him in 2 years. So when someone dies, you reach out. I reached out and said, is there anything I can do to help? And he said, I did not understand one word. I thought maybe he's just crying. It was horrific and horrible, and it hurt my heart. And then I realized we couldn't hold a conversation with him because of the alcohol. And my dear friend Kevin passed away a couple days ago. It hurt my heart really bad, because I would love to have been able to help him, but you can't help everybody. Strong Motown original who made Money hit in 1981. Barrett Strong, whose influential Money song. Now, when I think of Money, I think of Pink Floyd. What Money song am I thinking of? Oh, Money, 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 Money. That's what I'm thinking of. That's his song. That's what I want. That's what I want. Money by your son. He was the first. It was the first hit song released by Motown record label. Has died at the age of 81. Wow. Mississippi-born, Detroit-raised Strong achieved widespread fame as a teenager by singing and playing the piano on "Money," an R&B anthem released in 1959 by Berry Gordy, who I did meet. She hugged him and everything on the dance floor. It's me and him swaying on the dance floor. A little creepy, but it's my fault. I wouldn't let go of the guy. Money proved to be a lasting hit. It reached number 23 on the Billboard singles chart and was covered by the Beatles in 1963. Covered is kind of a loose term for stolen. You know, in the 60s, a black artist would make a hit, the white artist would come right behind him and make that hit bigger. You can't reach Roll Over Beethoven, Johnny B. Good, all those songs from Chuck Berry, all done by white artists. Check this out. King of Pop's nephew will play him in a biopic. That's his nephew. I don't know which brother fathered him, but I'm going to find out. This little guy right here is going to play Michael in a biopic. Very hard to play Michael in a biopic. Michael Jackson will be played by his nephew, Jafar Jackson, in a biopic directed by Training Day filmmaker Antoine Fuqua. I love Training Day. King Kong got nothing on me. What if he says, the King of Pop's got nothing on me? Denzel won an Academy Award for that portrayal. You also had Snoop Dogg in that movie. You didn't know that. He was just in it for a brief time. Of course, you had Dr. Dre from NWA in that movie. Peter Green was in that movie. Jafar Jackson is a 26-year-old son of Jackson 5 bassist Jermaine. Everybody loved Jermaine. And Tito's the one. I thought Tito played bass. You know what? Tito played bass. I don't know why they're saying Jermaine. I'm almost positive that Tito played bass. Why are you lying in the paper? Known for more than 4 decades as a dazzling performer responsible for hits. This is Michael Jackson. They got to tell us who Michael Jackson is. Including Beat It! I Wanna Rock With You. That's the song I learned how to dance to. All night. Move the hips, Bob. Move the hips. That's what she said. I Wanna Rock With You. And Thriller. Michael Jackson won countless awards and was honored by presidents. His legacy is dodged by controversial involving allegations of child sexual abuse. Leaving from the... anyways, God bless him. I hope he plays his Uncle Michael well. Guys, this is the worst paper on the planet. It really is a piece of shit. There's nothing here. You want me to read you these DVDs? Look at the newest. There's nothing here. And then they got, editorial pieces. This is really, 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 really a crappy paper. I struggle to find stuff. Speeding teen driver crashes near JFK. 2 passengers killed. Guys, if you have children or grandchildren, they're not going to listen to you, but it'd be great just to ease your own conscience. Tell them don't speed. I lost 3 of my dear friends on a high school night. All my high school buddies, they went out. They used to love hot rods. They love Mopars. They love the old Dodge cars. And one of them, Andre, was the nicest kid. The other two white kids, he was the black kid, sitting in the back seat, nicest guy in the whole world. He liked hot rods and he liked rock and roll. And he had a hanger, a coat hanger, that went through the dash. You know how you step on the gas with your foot? They had a coat hanger that they could actually open up the carburetor by pulling it. It would get faster, whatever the hell that means. Andre was beheaded. The other two they hit a tree. They hit a tree going 100 miles an hour. They were all three killed. Ripped my heart out. Andre was such a good, sweet kid. He just wanted to be with the guys. High school. These were high school kids. 16 years old. 17 years old. Here's the car. This is what happens when you speed. And now it says 2 people killed. I hope. It makes it sound like the driver lived. BMW on the JFK Expressway in Queens after its 19-year-old driver struck a medium and the vehicle flipped, killing 2 young people in the car. The driver survived, was not immediately charged. He should be. 2 young BMW passengers were killed just outside of Kennedy Airport early Monday. Think of their parents. Hello? Hi, Mr. Johnson? Yes? Mr. Johnson, I have horrible news. What happened? Is your son Tommy? His whole heart falls out. Because this is a phone call he's been dreading his whole life, as any parent would. Can't imagine. Can't imagine. That's just horrible. Cyclist also killed on the FDR was returning from a funeral. A motorcyclist. I'm a motorcyclist most of my adult life. Not in New York. A motorcyclist was killed in a crash on the FDR Drive, was heading home from a friend's funeral at the time. You go to say goodbye to your friend, and you're driving home, and who knows, maybe he was thinking of his friend. Nathaniel Knight was killed in a crash on the FDR Drive while heading home from a friend's funeral. At the time, the man's grieving mother told the Daily News. Nathaniel Knight was heading uptown on his electric motorcycle when it was hit from behind on East 55th Street by a 19-year-old driver driving a Honda Civic. The car was then rear-ended by the driver of the Civic, also a 19-year-old man. He was pinned between the 2 cars. Horrible. Is there any good news in here, please? Okay, this is not really fun. But there's a blobfish. And the caption is, "Damn, Leroy, will you ever settle down?" He's just a guy that lays on the bottom of the ground, on the bottom of the water. He said, never that. I don't know how this guy got hired as a comic. I know you got to make him new. By the way, when's the last time you read Hagar? How is this shit still in the paper? It's been in there since I was a little kid. Remember Family Circus? Or Family Circle, whatever it was called? The dad would say, "Hey Marvin, where's the remote?" And he goes, "I don't know, Dad." And the remote's on the floor. There's your comic. One picture. I don't know. I don't get it. I can't. I was going to read you some comics. They're horrible. Can't do it. Kathy's horrible. Delbert's horrible. Blondie. Let's go down the memory lane with Blondie. Let's just see if it's gotten... That's Dagwood and Blondie. Let's see if there's anything here. Hi, Mr. B. I guess Blondie. Can I shovel your walk? There's barely an inch of snow, Elmo. I know, I was just looking to make a fast buck. Where's the humor? I don't understand. This piece of crap got paid for that. Hi, can I shovel your snow? Well, there's barely an inch out here. I know, I was looking to make a fast buck. How is that a comic? How is that funny? How is that amusing? How is that clever? How is that an antidote? Here's my comic. Hi, Steve. Would you like to borrow my pen? Yes, Bob, I would. Does it write? It does. It has ink in it. That's much funnier than what they just did. I think this guy, Blondie, should be punched in his face right now. I'm sorry. I apologize. I can't. Each one gets worse than the other. Put one foot in front of the other. Hey, it's time for the horoscope. I'm reading them all, so don't say nothing. I got nothing to work with. I only got 46 people in here. So this is going to cover a lot of you. Aries. Natural charisma is currently a magnetic source in your power. Empathizing with others could be easier than normal for you, and you might notice that people are coming to learn that how to support you. While your charisma is highlighted or heightened, don't feel as though you have to put up an act for other people. Be kind, but be honest. Gemini, open your mind to study or travel at this time. Your mind is able to soak up new knowledge and retain it for the future. However, don't overdo it by trying to learn too much at once. That just leads to a burnout, where you start to feel that your brain is overloaded. Go ahead and take a trip. Guys, I got a really, really funny joke I just thought of. It goes like this. Hey, Steve, you want to borrow my pen? I sure do, Bob. Does it write? Yes, it does. You have to use ink. That's my joke. I'm sticking by it. Gemini, we did. Cancer. We have Cancer. You might want to spend today peacefully with one person. This can lead you to share secrets and talk about your feelings, and you may even realize you understand each other better. Be a good steward of the secret, because using them as gossip can lead to trouble. Don't be snitching when someone tells you a secret. What are you, a creep? Who does that? Leo, your relationships can become more pleasant. You're able to connect and laugh, and each person having fun and enjoying everyone's company. On the other hand, frenemies. It's like an enemy, friend. A friend is an enemy, frenemy. And the mix may keep you on guard or even outthinking your actions. Be aware of who only invites negativity. Be aware of those who only invite negativity. Virgo, hey, you guys, you want to borrow my pen? Your dedication to your goals. I had a joke, and the guy said, what's better than planting petunias on a piano? What's better than planting petunias on a piano? And the answer was planting tulips on my organ. I apologize. That was over the top. That was a little risque. Some of you are like, what? I do have this one joke that I play on all my friends. When I'm talking to them and I want to get off the phone, I go, hey, listen, I got a joke for you. Send the kids out of the room, please. It says, what has a 1-inch dick and hangs down? It's worked every single time. It's going to work with you too. Guys can crack this joke. Girls can't really crack it. What has a 1-inch dick and hangs down? And they're like, I don't know. You say a bat. They go, oh, okay, I get it, a bat. And you say, what has a 10-inch dick and hangs up? Click. Hang up the phone. Most of the time they'll call you back laughing. Many times they'll call you back and go, hey, you got disconnected. I didn't hear the end of the joke. I said, what has a 10-inch dick and hangs up? Click. Works every time. It's really a little risque today. I'm sorry. It's a cold temperature. I apologize. For all of my female fans out there, supporters, I apologize. It's Boogie Bob After Dark. Virgo, your dedication to your goals could be paying off. It might have left you a whole lot of nothing, like nothing was happening for a while. But slowly but surely, you are growing beneath the surface. However, it may still be not time to share the news with everyone. It would be wise to wait and show off the end result. Libra. Do you know any Libras, Joe? I am Libra. It's me. It is me. Luck is in the air for you. You can connect better with other people. Your empathy could bring even more fortune to your life. Empathy is amazing if you have empathy for others. Others can see that you have a kind heart and that you are interested in their lives, and they may repay this with kindness. That said, be wary of draining yourself. I drained myself. I used to drain myself all the time, but that was in college. All right, I ruined the show. I don't know what I was doing. I don't know why I did it. I took a cheap shot. It was ever since I read those horrible comics, I felt I had to entertain. I crossed the line. I crossed the line. Scorpio, that's me. Current family relationships can heal. The other person is also probably ready to let things go. Lifting a burden off both your shoulders while communication is good, try not to wallow in angst. Long talks about this issue could sound like a good idea, but doing so could reopen the wound. I will tell you that I've not spoken to my brother in 7 years. That's because my brother tried to kill me at my mom's funeral, as my mom was dying in a hospice. My brother tried to smash my face in with a frying pan as I went to California. And I think I said Happy New Year once, or he sent me something about something. So it's very hard for me to forgive. Forgiving is the hardest thing one can do. Because how do you say, well, first of all, he tried to kill me at my dad's funeral in the parking lot while we were at the funeral home. That was 25 years ago, 30 years ago. My mom died 7 or 8 years ago, and my brother, I went home, tried to smash my face in and kill me with a frying pan. And my brother is no joke. He could kill me with his hand. My brother was a badass. I put that out there because I don't care. I don't care. It's very, very hard to forgive certain things. As a Christian, I forgive him. It's very hard to want to talk to him like, hey, what you been up to? I don't care right now. I just don't. And unfortunately, it's probably going to be like that until we die. One of us dies. Sagittarius. You might know the right thing to say the best possible moment at the best possible moment. Your words can resonate with other people on a cosmic level as you tap into your intuition and say just what they need to hear. You may jump to give advice where it's not needed, however, so wait for them to ask before you proceed. I talked about this on my live yesterday. I will be going live tomorrow if you guys want to walk with me to Madison Square Garden. I'll be going like 9:30 in the morning, so if you want to come, it's going to be fun. It's not going to be fun, it's going to be crap, but if you want to come, it will be great. I talked about this yesterday. I said lightning's never supposed to strike twice in the same place. Well, I was almost assaulted. Well, I was assaulted, but not murdered. Again, in the same spot where this guy tried to kill me, right around the block. Walking down the street with my umbrella 3 or 4 days ago, last time it rained. And as this homeless guy attacks me. Starts smacking my umbrella out of my hand and trying to punch me and kick me. I was triggered. I was scared to death because I was almost murdered in the exact spot about 10 feet away. Right by the Bank of America. I was going to Bank of America. He was on the corner before it. He runs up, starts swinging and punching and kicking. You gotta get your damn umbrella! I did it. First of all, the old me, fuck off, I'll kill you, this kind of thing. And I kept thinking he was a short guy. Not a small, skinny guy, he was a short, stocky guy. Had a shopping cart full of stuff, he's dressed all warm, he was insane, he was not backing down. And I did the bitch move. I'd be proud of myself. I did scream, get the F out of here, off, and that kind of thing. But then I said, when he didn't leave, usually when you say F off or I'll kill you or whatever, they leave. He wasn't leaving. Look, and there he is, like 8 feet away, looking at me like this. I got into the bank. I was like, oh my God, thank God I'm in the bank. Here he is looking in the window like this. And then he just walked on down the street. That was insane. I was 8 feet away from him with my umbrella. That's why I say you could be having the best time of your life and you never know what's going to happen. Did my thing drop out? Everybody says I missed it. Time warp buffer. What did you miss, Tammany? Did you miss the part where he was trying to slap the umbrella out of my hand? Attacking me, punching me, kicking me, yelling, "Why you got your umbrella? Why you got your umbrella?" All right, so I'm 10 feet away from the bank, and the guy comes up and he starts, "I got my umbrella on. It's a tiny, it's not even a big umbrella. I just don't want to get wet. I'm not recording. You guys think I record everywhere. I'm walking to the bank. I got some checks on me. I'm going to go deposit them in the bank." The guy comes and attacks me. Kicking, slapping my umbrella, kicking at me. "It's your damn umbrella." So I did what I always do. It's just a jerk reaction. Fuck off. Fuck out of here. And something was different this time. Because I was almost murdered in that very spot 2 years ago. And it just triggered me. I was scared to death. I was frightened. I was like, oh my God, is this going to go? Before I thought, you get your ass kicked, you get your ass kicked. You got to fight the guy. What happened? This, I'm thinking of me getting killed by this guy. He's not backing up. He's not out of the way. "You got your umbrella? You got my damn umbrella in my face." And I'm like, so I pull out my phone. I go, "Dude, really, don't make me call the cops on your ass, bro. I didn't touch you with my umbrella. I don't know what you're saying." But he's not. He's just looking at me. So I start walking. I think the guy's following me. It's only about 10 feet to the door of the Bank of America. I'm tapping my card, trying to open the damn door. I finally got in, and I get inside the bank. I'm by the ATMs. I'm like, oh, thank God. I look over, and there he is. Right in the glass. It was scary. I almost shit my pants. And I'm like, what do I do? Do I stay in here? Do I live here now? I don't know. I seen him walk down the thing, pushing his car. I went and checked my, I put my money in the bank, and then I came back and looking out the window like this. I wasn't walking out there. And I walked about my life. There's a live streamer. Hey, you live streaming? He's got the gimbal. He's got the whole setup. I don't know if he's going to come over here or not. I like to say hi to people. Sagittarius, I did already. Capricorn. You're not. I almost got killed in the same damn spot twice. I wanted to go to Taco Bell. I wanted to get the little Mexican taco. I was the burrito, the Mexican pizza. He ruined it for me. Capricorn, now you're able to help others feel more secure. It might seem easy to agree to be there for a loved one, but this can be tricky when you have your own needs to take care of as well. Find a balance between the two and avoid creating a perfect persona that you can't keep. Aquarius, we're in the dawning of the age of Aquarius. This just ain't no fun without Joe here, butchering it. Magnetizing energy can help. I love when Joe reads these. Can help you succeed at present. You're well equipped to talk about people of your passions, and they are likely to feel that they are able to share their passions with you as well. Avoid talking about your fears or exaggerating issues, as that would invite awkward conversations. There's a new show on HBO called The Last of Us. It's a takeoff on a video game, very violent. And it's not like, it's one of those zombies come back and they kill you at the end. It's not one of those not Walking Dead things. This premise is that because of global warming, it got hot, and the couple degrees temperature difference, there's a monstrous rat right there. Couple degrees temperature difference on Earth caused these certain mushrooms to grow. And these mushrooms growing somehow got us all sick. And anyway, they had an episode last night. It was extremely touching. It was a backstory of two gay men you wouldn't expect in a zombie apocalypse thing, but and they showed their whole life from the time they met during the thing. I mean, you're in a damn apocalypse. You're gonna meet somebody, and he met the love of his life, and they lived together and loved together. It was quite beautiful, very, very, very beautiful. They're having sex on there and making out. A little uncomfortable for me, but I support all of my gay friends. But they're going all at it. And then at the end, the one gets multiple sclerosis or something. Remember, they're living in a damn apocalypse, but they're in a house because he was a survivalist. He had a bunker and guns, and he was waiting for this before the end of the world even happened. He never thought in a million years he would find the love of his life. The love of his life ended up in a trap in his backyard, and this turned out to also be gay. They shared 20, 30 beautiful years together, and then the last day, the one turns to the other and says, "Go to bed, honey. You look really tired." He's got multiple sclerosis. He's in a wheelchair. He says, "I'm not going to bed." He says, "Baby, go to bed." He said, "No, because this is my last night." So what are you talking about? He says, "Tomorrow, you and I will get up. We'll have breakfast. We'll go for a walk and push the wheelchair. We'll breathe. We'll look at the birds. We'll drink some wine. And then you will pour the pills, his pain pills, into my wine. And you will take me to our bed. You will hold me until I fall asleep." So gut-wrenching and just romantic and beautiful. So what does he do? The next day happens. Wheels them around, see the birds, smell the flowers, they hold hands, they have this beautiful dinner, and he gives them the wine, puts the pills, his sick lover drinks it, and then he drinks it. And his lover said, I'm really pissed off at you right now. If this wasn't the most romantic thing in the world, he killed himself to be with his lover. It was so romantic and beautiful. I'm crying now. It was just beautiful. If you get a chance to watch it, I think that episode is going to win an Emmy. It's you know me, I'm straight as they come. I'm straight as a bent arrow. But it was love is love, people. Love is love. It was absolutely beautifully shot. They go on a 30-year journey during a pandemic and during a people trying to eat your brains and shit. It wasn't. They're not living out in the forest. They live in a beautiful home. He was a survivalist, so it's got electric gates and landmines, and you're not going to rip him off. He's got hundreds of guns. And when he gave him the pills and he drank it, and then he did the same to himself, that's writing. That's kindness, love, compassion. And he said, "Look, I'm old. I'm going to go with you. You're my purpose. You were my purpose. What am I going to do without you?" There's love all around the world. You guys can find it. It's out there. Find the love. All right. Now I'm crying like a little bitch up in here. Taurus. Networking can be a strategic move now. Coordinating with people who admire you and have to offer, and what they have to offer can be favorable because you're able to help one another. There may be the temptations to stretch the truth, but keep things as close to the truth as possible. Promising more than you can fulfill will become a problem. That's fact. Keep your word. Oh, I want to find a lover like that in Jesse's girl. I wish that I had Jesse's girl. The Nets beat the Lakers 121-104. I don't care. I did not wipe boogers away from my nose just now. Did not. The Eagles will be playing against. The hell are they playing? I don't know. See how bad my memory is? I know the Chiefs are playing against. What the hell's wrong with me? Oh, the Chiefs are playing the Eagles. I'm a loser. This is the worst paper in the world. Yesterday I talked about the people who are really, really upset about the Empire State Building being lit up in the Eagles colors. Well, they fixed it. Big blue heaven. Giants can learn from the Eagles and Chiefs if they want to see a big building lit up in their colors. Yeah, if you want to see the building lit up in your colors, you got to win. How about that? Catch me outside. How about that? All right, guys, I'm going to get up out of here. I want to thank everybody who tuned in. Look, we got 52 people. I got 26 likes. What kind of cheap bastards are you? All you got to do is reach out. Look, I'll hit a like right now. Boom, there's a like. How hard is it? I'm out here in 10-degree weather, crying like a little bitch in front of you about a gay love story. You can't hit the like button? What kind of crap is that? The next person who hits the like button will get $50 in crash. What the hell? My friend used to say, I'll bet you $50. I go, what? $50. I go, who the hell wants $50? I don't. Guys, please be kind and loving to each other. Let's talk again real soon. I love you all. God bless you.